Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Matt Cart, where me and my beautiful wife Veronica go to garage sales and thrift stores and even the Goodwill bins to find things to resell on our eBay store. And it's actually been a very busy week for us, which is nice because it's still in the summer, and the summer slowdown, while it's still technically in effect, I've noticed that the past week and a half or so, ever since we came back from Toronto, it's actually started to really pick up. So super happy about that. With that being said, we have a ton of orders to grab, a lot of toys, not a lot of video games, which is interesting because video games have been slowing down and the toys have been picking up, which is I'm thankful for because we have more toys than anything else. So happy about that. So we have a vintage Michelangelo TMNT figure for $13. It's sold. It's the soft head one, so it's a very vintage one of the older ones. One's from the 80s, one's in the 90s. They have the more harder heads, the early 90s. So let's grab that one here. We actually have a few in queue, so I'll actually put this aside and I'll pick out some stuff a little bit later. So it's a fairly recent addition to the store, so it should be it shouldn't be too difficult to find here. As I say that, I'm kind of struggling right now to find it. Okay, so where is it? Ah, there we go, right at the bottom. No, that's not it. This one right here, right at the bottom. Huh. How did you end up all the way at the bottom? We literally just got you a few weeks ago. Anyways, so we actually sold this guy for $13. I'm getting ready to ship out today.
Say adios, dipstick.
We sold another one in queue, the SKU queue, and it's a very small, it's just a mask for a mask figure. Okay, finally found it after struggling for quite a while. It was even more difficult to find because it's a yellow mask in a yellow bag. But regardless, we finally found it and we're going to get it ready to ship out today. Now we have a few figures that we actually sold that were in SKU E right here. One of them is a Reboot figure for $24 and another one is a Battlestar Galactica figure for $12. So more vintage stuff, which I'm always happy to see sell because it's some of the stuff we usually go for when we go to Goodwill bins or yard sales, anything like that. So happy to grab these here today. So these ones should be a little easier to find. I'll probably be eating my words in a second here. But there's the Reboot figure. There you go. So this guy sold for $24. And then we have one more figure here to grab. And there we go. So this one sold for $12. So $24 and $12 right here in this handful of figures. And we're going to get these guys also ready to ship out today. And we also sold this Disney Lego set here. This one was interesting because it was hiding in one of our bins that we separated for toy shows. So this took me literally 20 minutes to find. So unfortunately, that made me realize that I might have some work ahead of me because I think I might have separated some stuff and didn't delist them in our eBay store. And it's in separate bins for the toy show, so I'm gonna have to go through a few bins and extract those, put them back in the eBay store, or I'll have to take them down and just separate them specifically for toy shows. Regardless, this sold for $16, so I'm happy to get this ready to ship out today. And we sold a World of Warcraft figure here. We actually got this from another buy from a reseller who just sold us a bunch of bulk stuff. For cash, $150, there was a ton of stuff, probably at least $300 in value, but this actually sold for $19 on eBay. So shout out Alex if you actually are watching this video. It sold relatively quick within like a month, so not bad. We're gonna get this also ready to ship out on eBay today. And we have two video games that sold. One is a PlayStation 1 video game. It was Atlantis, I believe. So it's one of the Disney games we actually got. Oh, that's not it there. Did we separate somewhere else? Might be here, actually. Yeah, there it is, Atlantis. Yeah, so this is actually one of the games we got at a thrift store near me. It was probably one of the best buys we've ever had in terms of like PlayStation 1 stuff. And it was at a thrift store. Got all these for $3 a piece. This sold for $30 on eBay, and we're going to get this ready to ship out today. We sold another game. This one we actually got at a yard sale in Toronto, and it sold very fast. It sold for $59. It's Dragon Ball Z 2 Raging Blast, very clean copy, and it comes with this manual. So we probably have it somewhere, we literally just got it. So it has to be somewhere up top here, I think. It is right here. There it is, hiding underneath those games I just moved. Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2. Not bad, $59. We spent $2 for this at a garage sale in Toronto, and I honestly have to say, Garage sales, I feel like, are a little bit better in Toronto than they are in Calgary. I mean, I could be a little bit biased here. I could be a little bit biased because I grew up there my entire life. But when I even started this channel and I started going out to a ton of yard sales, that first summer, the first and second summer, were ridiculously good compared to the 1.5 summers we've had so far here in Calgary. So very good score, not bad. And we're going to get this ready as well to ship out today. And there's actually one more item, and it was not an eBay item. We actually sold something on Poshmark, and our Poshmark store has been almost dead. We haven't listed anything on Poshmark for at least 2 months. It's just, I don't know. Poshmark is really odd. I feel like when we niched a lot into video games and toys, it just became so much easier for us to list on eBay. And when it comes to clothing, you know, there could be a lot of like regrets when people purchase something. Maybe it doesn't fit them exactly well. They didn't see the measurements properly. I always try to have the measuring tape on every photo when I'm listing things. So I take probably between 10 to like 15 photos for every item, right? So when you're taking that much work and time for listing something on Poshmark, you're not really going to list anything cheap. So whenever we find things that are not that expensive, we'll either just like take it to a place called Plato's Closet and we'll get cash for that, or we'll just redonate it back to a Valley Village or a Goodwill, because a lot of the stuff will not sell on, for us at least, on Poshmark. So unless we're selling like really good vintage clothing, and I kind of collect vintage stuff now, I just don't really see the point of our Poshmark store. But regardless, this is something we actually got a long time ago. It's a pair of jeans. We actually sold it for $14. They're called 7 for All Mankind. And now to find them though, that's gonna be the tricky part. Oh boy, here we go. Where is this it? No, that's not it. I think it might be these ones here. Is this it? No, it is not. These are Carhartts, I believe. Are these Carhartts? Yeah, so some Carhartts there. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. 7 for All Mankind. Not bad. $14, and we're going to get this ready to ship out today. And that's it for the orders for the week. It was a fairly busy week. It feels like even though summer's slowed down, it's actually picking up a lot. We haven't actually had a lot of time or just availability to go out and source stuff in the past few weeks. So we're really hoping to get back out there on the yard sale trails and the thrift stores and Goodwill bins in the next few weeks. It's gonna be a bit of a busy summer because we have some family visiting as well in a few weeks. So I'm really hoping we can really pick things up in a few weeks to really start putting more inventory into our store, because this winter, I don't think I'm gonna be doing too much content on the channel. So this will be like 5 to 6 months from now. I'm gonna focus mostly on just pulling orders and doing like what sold videos. That way I don't have to spend so much time out there like filming content and worrying about the content. So I'm hoping that we can really have a good summer, so we can not only just film a lot of content, grab a lot of stuff, but also really bulk up our eBay store. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.